It's Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. How are we all today? I just need to tell you that it is pouring rain here in New South Wales. So the gods have listened to us. A lot of places that have been having trouble with the fires and things are getting rain. So it is heaven from the sky, I can tell you. So speaking about how we have had fires and things in our country, in Australia, I have put together, and you may have seen on my business page and on my on all of my social media platforms, you may have seen that I am doing an online fundraiser. Myself and Rose Ward from New York, we've teamed together because we wanted to work out a way that we could actually, for Australia and for all the people of Australia, how we could help out in this time of need. Now, crafting is something that brings us together all around the world, and I can tell you that being a part of Stampin' Up has actually given me the opportunity to get to meet so many people. So as you can see, people are jumping on here from all around the world. So thank you very much so far for everybody that has supported my online event. So my online event will be happening around the 10th, 11th and 12th of February. And what it actually is it's a $30 donation. That $30 donation, I am not taking anything out of that $30. It's all going to the Australian Rural Fire Services. So the only thing that comes out of it, I think, is the PayPal fee. Now it's $30 Australian. I think in the US, I think it's about $22, $23. In Canada, it might be about $26, $27. But it is a real awesome cause, and I'm getting behind all of these people. We're all banding together, and we're all trying to help out the Australian Rural Fire Services. Because maybe if you're from another country, you may not realise, but our Australian Rural Fire Services is mainly made up of volunteer services. So all of the people, they leave their families, they leave their homes, they leave their jobs, and they actually go out and fight these fires. So if you're interested in donating, you only have to go to my website, which is www.stampingwithdonnag.com, and on the home page there you will see the graphic about the fundraiser event, and you will see a PayPal button. It will say add to cart. All you need to do is click on that add to cart button and pay the $30. It's set up already for $30 Australian, so you don't have to work that out. It's already set up, ready to go. You click on that, confirm your payment. I get an email saying that you've paid, and from that email I will email you back the link to the Facebook group. So spread the word. We have at this stage nearly 20 presenters from all over the world. So what we're all doing is we're all banding together, and we're all doing craft videos. We're going live. So it's going to be about 48 hours of just non-stop. There's someone going to be on every 2 hours. There will be somebody on, whether we go for an hour in that time slot, whether we go for an hour and a half. We have 2-hour time slots. So every 2 hours there will be a different presenter, and at this stage we're nearly full up for the first 48 hours. And if I have to add more, I will add more. Now, if you're going to be a presenter in the group, as long as you're used to doing live videos, you can message me and I would be happy to chat with you and work out whether you're going to do a live event. And if not, you just pay the $30 and okay, so many, Doris is saying, I wonder how many people have signed up so far. I have about 50 people in the group so far. So 50 people have donated to this worthy cause. We are over $1,000 now. We hit the $1,000 mark overnight. So we've actually made about $1,060 will be going directly to the Australian Rural Fire Services. Now I want to get that figure as high as we possibly can. So we've got a couple of weeks. So spread the word, let people know, send them to my website. As I said, www.stampingwithdonnag.com, and on the homepage there you will find the PayPal button. It's really easy. If not, message myself or Rose Ward directly. If you're from America and it's easier for you to message Rose, she can point you in the right direction, and so can I. If you don't have PayPal, please message me. We could probably work out a way that we could do it. Maybe by direct deposit or something, we could do it. If you live in Australia, I can do that. If you're living in the US, maybe we could do it with Rose, I'm not sure. But please get together and help this this worthy cause, because we have had so much major devastation in Australia over the last 6 months or so. Places have been on fire, and these firefighters have been working tirelessly every day and every night trying to get these fires under control. Thank the Lord that this rain has come and it's actually falling in areas that are affected at the moment. So it's a blessing from the sky, that's all I can say. But there's lots of wildlife has been lost, like lives have been lost, houses have been lost, and it's it's been a pretty horrific time for us. So if you want to jump on the bandwagon, be a part of this online craft event, it is going to be epic. I'm telling you, we have top demonstrators from around the world, and I'm even working on Sarah Douglas. I don't know whether I will get her to do it, but I've even asked Sarah Douglas, who is the CEO of Stampin Up, that she may do a live video. I can't promise anything at the moment, but I am working on it. She is a part of the group, so she will be in the group and she will be seeing all of the awesome efforts that everyone is making to help donate to this cause. So now let's get on to Stampin' Up news. So this morning I'm actually going live directly from my phone. I'm not using my switcher program, so hopefully everything is going to be clear. You're going to have to bear with me because I manually have to tip the phone forward like I used to do. So please bear with me, and hopefully it will be a little bit of a smooth transition. If not, you're going to probably see the mess in my room and lots of things, but we're going to have some awesome crafting this morning. So one of the things I just wanted to say is it's celebration time. So Stampin' Up have an awesome epic sale for 3 months every year, and it's happening right now. So celebration is that for every $90 you spend, you get a free item, you earn free items. So they just give you stuff for nothing. We want to purchase these products because we love the products, and they give us things for nothing. So it's awesome. This is our new handmade catalogue, and yes, it is probably back. Oh no, it's up the right way, so thank God. So this is our handmade mini catalogue for 2020. That handmade catalogue is going to go right through until the 2nd of June. So any of the items in this or the annual catalogue, when you get to a $90 increment in your purchasing, you get to get a free item out of this gorgeous, cute little celebration brochure. We also have, coming at the beginning of February, I think it's about the 3rd or the 4th of February, we also have coordination products that are coming. Now, it gets a little bit confusing with the celebration and the coordination. The coordination is framelets that will match our celebration stamp sets, but they are not earned for free. They are actually a purchase item. So if you have a celebration stamp set like the birthday cake one, I'm trying to think of what else there is. Quite a few anyway that have matching framelets with them. So, and I have used some of the matching framelets in some of my videos just recently. Now, if this is the first time that you have watched me on YouTube, my name is Donna Gray. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. Everything I use in my videos can be purchased through my online store. Now, while I'm live, you can't find the link, but after I'm finished doing my live video, I edit the video and update the information. So in the show more box down below, you will be able to find the link to my online store. And I would really appreciate your business. If you live in Australia, I would love to earn your business. That helps me be able to bring you these awesome crafting videos for free. So it is my full-time job. So I absolutely love doing Stampin' Up crafting as my full-time job. I'm in heaven to have this as my job. Thank you for joining, everybody. I've got 41 watching. That's awesome. So share the video. If you share this video onto Facebook, that then means that people on Facebook can get to see. Wendy, while you're there, I'm just wondering, could you share it to my Australian card making and scrapbooking group for me, please? It's just oh, can I do it here? Maybe I can do it here, or maybe not. Facebook, let me see. I can probably only share it to, yeah, that's okay. I'll share it just to there. That'll do. Share. So yeah, Wendy, if you can share it to my Australian card making and scrapbooking group, that would be awesome. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to hopefully smoothly flip this camera forward. So bear with me, people. It's been a while since I've done this, so it will be shaky. It will be a little bit crazy here at one stage, but hopefully, and you're seeing my roof, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Bear with me now while I just tighten it up. And we should be good to go. Hopefully that's going to work nicely. Okay, all good. Okay, and hopefully it's as clear as a bell. Please let me know. Please let me know whether you're seeing it and it's looking really, really nice today, because it is looking clear to me here. So hopefully it's clear for everybody. Okay, Cheryl, it probably won't let you share. Cheryl's saying it won't let you share. If you are not logged into YouTube, it probably won't let you share. So, but that's totally okay. If you can share, you share. If you can't share, then that's totally okay as well. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is this is our brand new mini catalog, and it's got some awesome products in it. As you can see, the poppy theme is massive. We've got beautiful, beautiful brand new products and the celebration brochure. The next thing I wanted to say is we have an awesome joining special, and the joining special is that we always have the starter kit, which is fantastic. It's always been the best deal in the book. We've always had that for $169, you get to choose $235 worth of product, and you only pay $169. Well, during celebration, Stampin' Up sweeten that deal. And the deal is that you get this paper share on top of your $235 worth of product. You get this awesome paper share. So they're all in 6x6 size. They are a sampling of the designer series paper that are in our catalog at the moment. And they're all double-sided. So you've got some great, awesome patterns. So you get that free. On top of your $235 that you choose, you get that free. You also get this mini awesome trimmer, which is fantastic. It is so good for cutting card layers, for cutting strips for sentiments, for cutting narrow pieces of cardstock, and you will see I will use it today in my live crafting, because I have a project that I'm going to be using it with as well. Now you get that for free. On top of your $235 that you choose, you get the trimmer for free. Then you also get a free stamp set of your choice. Now I'm just going to grab one. Okay. No, I'll grab this one. Okay. So you get a free stamp set of your choice out of either the annual catalogue or in the mini catalog. Now this stamp set here, which two of my ladies that joined actually just last week, they actually chose this stamp set because it's a wish for everything. So it has sentiments for the insides of cards, it has sentiments for the outside of cards, so it is actually a fantastic double stamp set. Now I'm actually not quite sure how much it's worth in the catalogue, but it's a fairly pricey stamp set. You can get that for free. Hey Roslyn, how you going? And Roslyn is one of my new craft team members as well, and Roslyn got the mini trimmer as well. So if you want to get your hands on the mini trimmer and the designer series paper and a free stamp set, you need to join my awesome team of Wild Heart Crafters. And one of the best things about being part of my team is you get all of my online videos, you get absolutely everything that I do with my crafting videos. You get that all for free as a bonus. So what I'm actually going to show you today is I'm going to show you how to actually create from a craft sketch. Now, from a card sketch layout, you can actually design your own cards. So I looked at this morning, and this is what my live video is going to be about today. So it's really great for getting inspiration. It's awesome when you're new to crafting and you don't know how you're going to do your layout. You've got no idea where to start. Card sketches are fantastic. So the card sketch, what you need to do is I've just got this on Google Images. It has like a watermark on here. I just look up all card sketches, look at the card sketches and think, you know what, I could make something with that. So that's what I'm going to do. So what I decided to do was I'm going to use the Gangs All Mia set this morning. So I haven't played with this. It's my father's birthday today. So what I decided that I would do is make a cute card using the meerkats, because we all love the meerkats. Now the meerkats is a stamp set that if you purchase $90 worth of product, you can get the stamp set for free. So I decided that I was going to make him a card using the Gangs All Mia stamp set. So I think what I'm going to do is I've got some of the Birthday Bonanza Designer Series paper here. So that's actually what gave me my color scheme, okay? So that's another chance if you're new to crafting and you don't know what colors to use. Pick up one of our Designer Series paper, our pattern paper. Look at the color that is in the Designer Series paper. If you turn our Designer Series paper pack over, it actually tells you the corresponding colors that you can use. So, I've actually chosen the terracotta tile out of this. I've chosen the Bermuda Bay, and I've also chosen the Daffodil Delight. So they are the three colors that I thought I would use for the color scheme today. Now bear with me because all I have is the sketch. I have a little bit of an idea in my head what I want to do, but you're just going to have to bear with me while I do this. So I think what I'm actually going to do is for the card base, so I'm going to show you exactly where to go right at the very beginning. So I might be able to leave that over to the side. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer. So I have a piece of A4 cardstock here. Now I get two bases out of my A4 cardstock. And the way I get the two bases, I cut it in half, and it's called hamburger style, so it folds over. I'll explain that in a minute. So I'm going to cut that at 5 3/4 inches. Now this new paper trimmer, I need to tell you, is fantastic. It is a tool that I use in my craft room every day. Has an extender arm out so that when you want to go further than like 6.5 inches here, you can go right over to 17 inches. So it goes on forever. So I'm going to cut that at 8 inches. Now that is how I cut my card bases all the time. So 5 3/4 inches this way, 8 inches that way, okay? And I will need that paper trimmer again, but I just want to fold that over. That's actually going to be my card base for the card today, like so. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my sketch again, and I'm going to look at that. So the card actually goes this way. So with cutting your bases like this, you can have a portrait style or you can have a landscape style card. So this one is actually going portrait style, so that's the way we're actually going to do it. So my plan was, I thought I could do a layer of this awesome birthday card Designer Series paper. But I also want to layer in behind that as well. So I decided that the terracotta tile would look really, really nice in behind. So on my sketch, that is going to be this big bit here that we're going to do, okay? So I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer again. I'm going to cut my card, the first layer, I'm going to cut that at 3 3/4 inches. By 5.5 inches, and I'll explain in a minute why I'm going to do that there. Okay, so that's one layer that I've got. Now I need my Designer Series paper. I'm actually going to go at 3 5/8 of an inch this way, and 5 3/8 this way. Now you'll understand in a minute why I have done those two layers like that. I'll take that away. Okay, I'll put my scraps out of the way. So The reason that I've done my card base at 3 3/4 this way, the width of my card front is 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. I've cut that layer at 3 3/4 inches by 5.5 inches. So I've cut it 1/4 of an inch smaller than my card base. So I get a really nice 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. Then I've done this 1/8 of an inch smaller. And the reason that I've done it 1/8 of an inch smaller is, can you see how tiny that border is? I just want a tiny little slither of that color coming in behind to actually frame that designer series paper. So I've done it 1/8 of an inch smaller. So this one here was cut at 3 3/4 inches. I've cut it at 3 5/8 of an inch. This one here was cut at 5.5 inches. I've cut it at 5 3/8 of an inch. Okay, it's getting a little bit technical. Oh, okay, so it says pending. Hang on, Wendy, I will just check that out and I will allow it to happen. Sorry, just bear with me, people. I'm trying to get this shared to my group and hopefully this will let me do it. Pending post, approve. Okay, thank you, Wendy, for letting me know. Thank you, that's awesome, and thank you for sharing for me. Okay, we're all good again. Okay, so I'm back and I can see everyone's comments. Yes, 1/8 of an inch is very thin, yes. And you know what? I'm going to use my Tombow so I can line it up very, very well. You will get to know that I love doing just that tiny slither of a border in behind. Mainly for the simple fact that I just like a tiny little bit showing sometimes, and I like to change up the layer size that I have. So you can see there, and I can use my fingers as the wiggle room, and you get, it's a 1/16 of an inch. 1/16 of an inch all the way around, but it just gives that beautiful highlight of the paper. Okay. So the next thing what we need to do is, I've got some pineapple punch here. I could probably use some pineapple punch. I'm going to use another strip of that. So I want a strip here and another strip here. So I'm going to use part of this and I'm going to use my little baby trimmer and I'm going to cut that down. So I think I want that about 1.5 inches wide. 1 3/4 inches. So I'm just, with my baby trimmer, lining it up to 1 3/4 inches. This guard holds it, so you hold your fingers and trim. Can you see how cute that little trimmer is? Now, I actually want to cut that down a little bit, so I think I'm going to cut it down to about 4 inches to go on the front of my card. Do I want 4 inches or do I want longer? Actually, I'm going to go a little bit longer than what's out there. So I'm just going to try that. I have no idea of the length here, but that's going to sit really nicely on my card, exactly how I want it. So that's good. Now I'm going to grab, I'm thinking pineapple punch because I did have it out as well to go with the card, and I've got a little bit here. Just a little scrap. I want that smaller than that though. So I think I'm just going to go 3.5 inches by, what can we do? 3 inches? No, I need it smaller than 3 inches. 2.5 inches? Let's see what that looks like on there. That looks pretty cool. What do you think? Oh yes, okay, Beryl is saying that she always punches circles out of her mat. So in other words, the matting that we have behind there, I could have punched a circle out with that to actually use up some of my cardstock. But for the sake of the live video today, time-wise, I'm just like going to go with the flow. And then I need a little strip of paper to go across here. I'm thinking the designer series paper that we have, we might do a little strip of that. That could look cute. Or do you think, oh no, Bermuda Bay. Sorry, my thought process here, Bermuda Bay, I think. So I'm just going to, once again, I'm going to cut a little strip. It's just going to be, I guess, I have no idea. It's probably about 3/4 of an inch. Let me see. Oh, how good was that? 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and I want that to be a lot shorter. So I'm just going to do it at, we'll do it at 3 inches at the moment, and I'll bring in my triple better punch to actually punch that out. So you can see this layout coming together from that sketch, okay? So this is what I wanted to show you. It's so easy to get a bit of inspiration from a sketch. Now I'm actually going to grab, you're gonna go mad at me here because I'm actually gonna grab a punch that's actually, oh no, I might do 2 inches. I'm thinking the starburst punch, so just bear with me. I'm trying to find my punches here in front of me. Ah, there's my starburst punch. Okay, so I'm going to do a starburst circle and probably a 2-inch circle if I can find my 2-inch punch. Ah, there it is up the top. Hopefully nothing crashes and bangs here. Hopefully I don't lose punches off here. No, it didn't. Okay, so a 2-inch punch and a starburst punch. So the starburst punch, I think I'm going to do that with our terracotta tile. So I'm going to punch that out like so. And then I'm actually going to stamp the meerkats on a piece of whisper white paper, and then I will punch it out. Actually, no, I'm going to punch it out first and then stamp it. That'll be okay. All right. Punch it out, and then I'm going to grab my meerkats. Just like so. All right. And I'm going to grab the meerkats. And once again, I haven't used this stamp yet, so bear with me while I just put my sticker on. I can't stand. I'm so used to having the stickers on them now, I can't stand using them without the stickers. So this gives you a bit of a lesson of how to pop your stickers on, and it's quite easy. The main thing that I suggest is just getting over the